The amazing Alex.
The amazing Jim Carrey.
Thank you.
The legend.
Thank you.
Sonic está de regreso, llega al cine y tenemos aquí a los protagonistas. Hello, how are you guys?
Very well,
Thank you.
very
What an
much.
intro.
Físicamente muy atractivo. Y para salvar mi planeta, tuve que venir al de ustedes.
Thank you very much, sir, for being this kind of movie because we want to watch you in these projects that has new generations that come to the movies.
Yeah.
How did you felt in this kind of movie?
I felt like we need to have some fun.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We need to have some fun. We need to break out. You know, we really just need to throw caution to the wind and have a blast at this moment. You know, just you know, I've been concerned with things for so long. I've done that. I've expressed that. I'm good. You know, now I need to take it like all artists do. You take what's happening. You take the concerns. We have concerns about AI taking over. You know, Alexa is going to tell you what to do, and she's going to start suddenly flying around your bedroom, telling you, you know, not that position. Try something different. There's a lot of the cars drive themselves and stuff, and you go, okay, that's an option for now, but 6 months from now, it's going to drive itself, and you don't get to drive. There'll be no wheel, you know, and if you have outstanding parking tickets, it takes you to the police station.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So that's Robotnik, is that guy. He wants to have his machines everywhere, outside of you and inside of you, on a nanotechnology level, so that there's nothing you can do without him. He was the guy, he was the child that was not loved, and he compensated by becoming this genius.
Hace 20 minutos una sobrecarga dejó sin electricidad a todo el noroeste del Pacífico.
¿Quién anda ahí? ¿Por qué te escondes en mi cochera?
Sonic, it's quite a surprise for me because everybody's talk about it since the last year. A lot of people say something bad things about the character, but altogether make it a good movie. Very entertaining and a product that I think it's gonna be super love for the audience. How do you feel with this process, with these comments, with the pros and cons that has this movie?
It put a big smile on my face, even if there were even negative comments. It was just a testament to how many people out there care about this character and the legacy of Sonic. I think they're excited to see the movie. Everyone's gonna have their interpretation of what he's gonna look like or sound like. And all of it is great. And to me, it just means that people love this character and the history of this character as much as I do, because Ben grew up playing the game. You know, so we have our own affection personally with the character, but then to see it spread out all over the map and have all of these people that are invested in how this character should be played, how a character should be looked, I think is just a positive thing.
This passion, just to see people being so passionate about the character and the movie, it's great for us. It shows that people care, which is great.
Because that thing doesn't happen too much, that the people say something about the movie and then the studio fix it.
Well, no.
That
I think they
doesn't
were
happen.
we got 140 million views or whatever when the first trailer came out. Wow, that's Star Wars views. You know? So it was I mean, people are out there and they're hungry to see it and to be a part of it and share it with their family, and I think people are going to be really pleased.
Yeah, and I think it shows how much people like the creatives or like us or Paramount care enough to see something and they say, oh, you know, we could do this to the movie, we can make improvements or whatever they think, and they went for it and they spent the time and the money because they care enough about this and they care enough about the fan base that they want to make the play.
They want to make them happy and get it right.
Yeah.
Aquí nadie nos notará. ¿Y ahora qué hacemos, Uy. Permíteme, te enseño.
In the video games, there's a fat dude, a bald, but you put your own version. You put your very contemporary.
But he's evolving. Don't worry about that. He's evolving. There's plenty of room.
Sometime?
There's plenty of room for all that. Absolutely. I want to go all the way with this. You know me. It's like when I did the Grinch. You know, Ron Howard came and he said, "So what do you think? You just like a wig and maybe we'll paint your face and stuff." And I went, "No. I want to be the cartoon, man."
Exactly.
You know, so I err on the side of going all the way, and my plan is to do that with this character.
Buenos días, mi estimado campesino.
Voy a darle 5 segundos para que me diga dónde está. Espera, no le hagas daño.
How did you work for the personality, for the voice, to create the voice
Yeah,
of the character in
sure.
English?
So for me, it was I played the video games as a kid. I loved them so much, and I saw the attitude that he had, and I saw the speed that he had, and then I saw, you know what, in the movie, what he really is a kid. Let's say he wasn't even a hedgehog. He's like a little kid that's so energetic and so excited, but he's kind of in hiding. And he finally gets to come out of hiding. He gets to do all the things he always wanted to do. So I try to play him with that excitement. I pitch up my voice a bit, and I always try to let him have excitement. And also, when he's supposed to care, I wanted the dramatic scenes because James is acting, you know, opposite almost nothing. So he nails it. So I was like, oh, I want it to come across that when you're supposed to feel things, you feel things. When you laugh, you laugh. When you have these big set pieces, because we're trying to kind of hit everybody, you know, like all ages and all different things. So that was my goal when I was doing the.
Do you have
Achieved.
any material, any physical thing to play with?
Yeah, there was a little stuffed animal, and there was a sandbag, a blue sandbag. I mean, nothing that's going to have any sort of going to be able to emote anything. But you know, there was one specifically for weight. So if I was carrying him, it looked like I was holding something that had weight to it. There was another one that had just sort of dead eyes. You know, it was just the right size, right? It was the right height. And then there was another one that was a little more lifelike. It didn't move or anything, but it was just something for me to look at. But it could have been anything. You know, I learned to almost like see it all in my head when I was doing the scenes, because if I'm actually staring at a piece of green tape or whatever, it's just like take me out. So I would imagine maybe Ben is going to do this, maybe Ben's going to say this, maybe he's going to do it this way. We're on the same page about who the characters are and what the scenes are about. So you can kind of like, you know, I'm a big you know, admirer of Ben's work and his talents, and I'm like, I feel safe going into this knowing that this chemistry is going to work because we kind of get what the scenes are about, and you know, and it's about these two connecting and these like unlikely characters creating a friendship, and that's I think a theme that is going to run throughout the movie that the audiences and the families that go see it are going to be really happy with.
¿Creen que pueden escapar de mí? Ay, cosita, qué lindo. Sí tienes seguro, ¿verdad?
How did you choose your projects? Because you have done action, science fiction, horror, sometimes drama, obviously comedy. But to be in a new project where the script comes to you, what's the things that you think about it to choose or to reject something?
Yeah, I really, honestly, they choose me.
Okay.
They choose me. I'm in that mode. Something about the zeitgeist is telling me that, oh my God, they just put a chip in someone's brain. That, you know, everybody's going to be connected to the Library of Congress, you know, and it's stuff. And it's like there's a certain amount of fear of we're all going to be replaced by robots. And you look at the deep fakes and stuff like that are online, and you just go like, man, they just took my personality. They took, you know, the whole thing. All of it is kind of freaky, what's happening. So I look at that character and I go, he represents that.
Yes.
That's the guy that represents that. I want to represent those archetypes that are happening in the world. You know, so, you know, those are the decisions that are made for me, I believe. It's just ripe. You know, it's a ripe mango.
Carretera, ¡woohoo! Esto no está pasando. No puede ser, detente ahora mismo.
Do you know who is the voice in Latin America for Sonic?
No, who is it?
He's the most subscribed YouTuber in all Latin America.
He's the most subscribed YouTuber,
Yes,
and all.
yes,
What's his name?
Luisito Comunica.
I also
Wow.
can't. Luisito, what is it?
Luisito Comunica.
So I can't wait to see the different versions in different countries, because for me, I do this whole performance and then basically they try to do my performance in a different language. So I can't wait to see these jokes that I made up, to see how someone you know, speaking Spanish does it. Oh, I'm so excited.
Well, we just get to like mimic you.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
Have you ever done that for someone else's thing?
No.
You've done it, no?
Oh, no.
Estás a punto de morir. ¿Es todo lo que tienes? No, pero gracias por preguntar.
You're a man that you live the moment, right?
Yes.
The mood that you have in this particular year, you choose the things that it's going to be part of you for the
Exactly.
rest of your life,
Yeah.
right? It's
Yeah.
like feeding you with these kind of things.
And when you
right?
do that, it's a funny thing that happens when you're true to that. You know, when you really choose things because you want to do them. And I haven't always. There's a couple of choices I made because somebody said that was a good idea. But most of the time I choose them because I love them, or there's something about the character that's going to be super fun or super, you know, perfectly prescient to the time. Those are the things that, you know, a filmmaker who's breaking out today comes to me and says, I grew up with that and I want to do something with you now, because and it's new life. It breeds new life, new life, new life, new life. You know, so I look forward to 30 years from now when, you know, somebody comes to me who's a hot new filmmaker and says, I got a part I want you to do because I grew up with you, man, you know? And, you know, that's why I got to keep my butt in shape, man.
Thank you very
Pleasure,
much,
man.
Jim.
Pleasure.
Nice to meet you.
Amigos, no te lo esperabas, ¿eh?
Bla, 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 bla.
Avísame si quieres un segundo round contra el azul.